Okay, so hello everyone. Once again, we are back with some action in the third division. We can see there are only 4 boards in Belarus versus India. That's the match. Let's go with the first board. And India got almost 20 plus players, but unfortunately most of them have not got paired. And so let's just focus on the first boards, maybe on the second board now. And yeah, last time Russia versus Iran, that was quite one-sided, and last night Russia versus France was also quite a crushing victory from the Russian side, and probably Serbia will make it close tonight. We hope for a close contest. Let's go to the second board. Bishop's opening, ball in defense. Here we are. So I'll try to give commentary for the match of Russia versus Serbia tonight. Let's see what's going on. He's gonna play a knight 92 check and take this pawn. Yeah, still we g5, push this bishop back. Yeah, it's going for it. And if we move on to the third board, Russia versus Ukraine is the main event, because they usually bring more than 300 boards nowadays, and last time they played with 700 boards, so that was the mega event of Live Chess World League. Hey, he's still chasing this bishop, and Indian admin is also quite active on the chat. Can he play? Just play d5, attack the center. So I think I should also check the stream host round. Siddharth says actually this one is not that interesting in the third division, but for the Indian side, but this round is quite a good one for division 1, because we will see Ukraine will be playing this week. Ukraine versus Peru, I guess. Let me check the table. There will be some big matches this week, and also Bosnia versus Czech Republic. This will be a close one in the second division. Ukraine versus Iran. So this will be a close one, I think, because Ukraine is just with 3 points, and Spain, Italy, that should be a good one as well. USA versus Mexico, that will be a knockout for both teams, because USA is on the 7th place, so they will be I'll try to make, but usually under 1600 events don't have that many boards or that many quality games, but I'll try to include them. I usually just include some of the stats, how many players they got, and the big games. For example, Mexico versus Ukraine had 50 plus boards, also Russia Ukraine 77 boards. Okay, here bishop queen d4, bishop takes f4. Bishop takes f4 is good, but black is just winning. This one is looking very favorable for black, and that's quite expected. Let's go to the third board. We are watching for this for a long time. Well, Caro-Kann defense. I nowadays play the hillbilly attack, so that's quite unusual for the Caro-Kann players, and quite successful as well. sacrifice. Okay, fine, because I got the rook. What to do here? Drops it back, another check. Now takes this pawn here. Takes with the bishop. Now takes with the queen. Takes with the king. Now knight c5. Why knight c5? Because this bishop was pinned. Bishop could not take. If we just analyze this, in this position knight c5 was winning +2, because now I'm threatening this fork. Probably queen b6, bishop takes, knight f4, knight f4 chasing that queen. Well, let's get back to the game. Knight b7. This queen is not trapped. Queen b5. Now queen d2 would be an idea. It is b2. Still equal, but that should have been on already. Okay, in the fourth board we have got Siddhant Gautam winning against Archibald. Okay, he's offering the queen here. That was looking favorable for white. Let's get back. I think Anish Giri is now playing on the Approaches League final. So this will be a short stream because these games are not that big. Only 4 boards, or maybe in the next match we'll have similar turnout. So probably I'll be back in the next match tonight at 12 p.m. I mean almost 2 hours later. That will be Russia versus Serbia, and Russia is now on top of the leaderboard. So we hope that Serbia will make it interesting, and Russia is getting stronger. Russia is playing really very strong. And now this is trapped. This queen is trapped. Where did the game overturn? I think in this position he had to, that was the blunder. He had to play knight takes d4. Okay, that was the suggested move. Knight takes and pawn takes, then knight takes, so that my queen can get that square, get that rank. Now it's just trapped. He has to resign. Let's go to the first board once again. They are still playing. Sicilian Rosolimo. Opponent got disconnected, so unfortunate for the Belarusian player. He was looking good here. Now that's equal because queen takes, queen takes. Maybe I can take this pawn. Okay, I'll take the bishop. Then that's equal. Yeah, sorry. Shikhar the champion. Also, people are also watching. And actually, I thought that India versus Australia will be played at 4 p.m. Around 4 p.m. I was planning to stream that, but I didn't see the link, so I didn't check the under 1600 matches. So that would be great to see the 200 plus boards on live streaming. Already 0-4 up, but this scoreline doesn't matter because it's already a forfeit loss, and Belarus is out of the tournament. And that's the second team, because in the first the Western group we have got Nicaragua losing so many forfeits. And let's just go this way, just whatever it does. Well, it's not gonna happen because this pawn is stuck here. So maybe king e5, going for this pawn. I'll go for this pawn, attack this pawn. Just trying to go this way, and then maybe hey, take this. No, no, not there. Just promote first. Promote. Just, got this square. Still all fine because this king can't can't really stop these pawns. Just produce a pass pawn. Everything is fine. Yeah, it is science, and already it's 5-0 up. So that's another whitewash from Indian side, so Indian viewers should be happy with that. Let's go to the second board. Second board, the game is over already. Maybe on the third board. Let's go. Queen's pawn opening. Horwich defense. I think people try to play the Dutch defense, but what happened there? He just lost this rook. Okay, Indian player is with the white pieces. It's playing quite good. So check. Let's check. Now what? Bishop e2. Attacking the queen. Queen is go back. Queen takes e4 is there. If bishop e2. But it's actually too good. The position is too good for white. If you just flip this board. It's nothing to see. Let's go to the third board. Bishop is hanging. Yeah, that was the previous position. I saw that your comment in the rook endgame, queen endgame, queen and bishop, and that's the rook. Let's go to the third board, rocking stir. Let's see, King's Indian defense. There's a pawn there. Nice. Threatening this fork. Bishop f3, bishop d3, both should be fine. Queen c3. What's the idea? I can already play b4. Before knight takes, just queen takes. I think it's fine. This bishop has no future in this diagonal. This diagonal is blocked. Is there anything for under 1800? No, there is nothing, no such event. But we actually wanted to make it under 17 instead of under 1600. But that proposal was rejected. So sometimes that's really annoying because you feel like that this is gonna be a great success, this is gonna be a successful event, but directors don't really want it. Now what? I just play b3. b4 is also good. Okay, played b3. So let's go to, well, in the lowest board, I think there was a very quick game. Yeah, hillbilly attack was played here. Okay, trade the bishop. I usually play with I bring the queen so early in this position. Fine, didn't go there. I'm just taking a look at the last board. The game was over very quickly. Well, that hillbilly attack didn't work for white. So sorry. Now this queen is... We'll just take the queen. In the second game of the last board, Scotch Gambit. Hey, I feel some connection with this player. I mean, I play Scotch Gambit a lot. Made it one. Come on. I think only 1200 rated. Yeah, that's understandable. Let's go to the game. Okay, here, yeah. He just consolidated this pawn, defending it twice. He stays. I'm sure he's not gonna take it. So here actually queen d2 attacking this pawn on b4. Rishi Venkataraman. Okay, it's quite easy to pronounce these names. So, well, this is defended, so nothing to worry about. Let's go to the first board. This is the Belarusian admin playing on the first board with the black pieces. I don't know why the board is flipped. Now what? That's good. That's also good. Mate in 6-7. Queen G. Okay, queen is coming up on the board. Who can't go because this bishop is guarding that square. No, mate in 1 or mate in 2. It's gonna be over. He signs. So actually we played against Belarus a couple of times, but they usually don't bring that many players. We actually drew against Belarus 11 versus 11. I think the scoreline was draw. That was back in season 3 and season 4, the Rapid Cup, I remember. So this game is over, and on the first board, yeah, we can 8-0 here. I should share the match link for the rapid match. Rapid match will start within 25 minutes, so that's a long time. And meanwhile, we don't have any other game tonight. I mean, in between the match of Russia versus Serbia. So let's go to the first board. Chess Pro. What's going on? Sequel. Slightly better for black. Start from the beginning. I think I didn't see the game from the beginning. Bishop takes f7 check. No, that doesn't work really. Come on. Stays knight. Okay, knight is defending this pawn, and king f7 could have been an idea. As expected, almost 2200 rated player, so he should convert it to a win. He is already up a pawn. This pawn is the key, and also opponent is in time trouble. Only 10 seconds to go. Yeah, he resigns. Why? That was not that bad. Position was not that bad. Let's go to the third board, the only ongoing match. Probably we left it somewhere around this. Yeah, this position. time trouble. Rook b1. But anyway, it's black is up in exchange, and also this b3 pawn is a monster. It's gonna promote. Play b2 is over. Yeah, that's also fine. Still gonna check and then just promotes made inside. It's alright, all over. Still playing. Okay, so let's go to the rapid match. I think it's 8-0 already. You guys can see on the screen, and the scoreline will not be recorded because that's a forfeit, and actually all the teams suffering more than 35% of the forfeits in the first stage will be removed. So already that's 5 forfeits for them, and they will not play any other game. So hopefully probably that will not impact the standings. So that's either it is 1-0, 10-0, or a draw, 4-4 draw. Nothing matters because you guys need to bring 12 players for the third division Eastern group. So let's see what's happening in the rapid match. 10+2 time control. Already we have got only 4 players from Belarus. I think now it is, I think India versus Belarus, the time difference is about 2 hours, almost 2 hours. So let's see some of the games. Maybe I should run the slideshow for some time and take a little break. Okay, guys, let's just chat for a while and just take a look at the division standings. Um, that's the standing, and you can see on the third division there are two subdivisions, two groups, Eastern group and Western group. So in the Eastern group, India is doing fine, and on the Western group, that's very close contest because Canada, England, Brazil, Puerto Rico, even Uruguay can make it to the championship pool. But on the Eastern group, actually, Azerbaijan, Belarus both are suffering 100% forfeits, and Denmark is not that strong in this season, so probably we'll see a not that big games. But for the Western group, we have already got Brazil winning over Uruguay, winning over Puerto Rico, and England did a shocking result against Brazil in the season opener. So I think Western group is very very challenging. So the format is top 4 of Eastern group will face the top 4 from the Western group. So if, for example, if India qualifies for the championship pool, India will play against the top 4 of the other group, that is Galicia, Canada, Brazil and England. And of course there are three more rounds to go, so this standing might be changed. Probably Uruguay or Puerto Rico, anyone can make it to that championship pool. And actually the top 3, but top 3 will receive the prizes, but you guys should India should look for try to become the champion, because that will ensure promotion in the upper division. In the second division, you can see Bosnia, Uzbekistan, Czech Republic all are going very close, and tonight that will be a decider, Bosnia versus Czech Republic. That will be very interesting actually tomorrow. And USA is struggling. Argentina just got relegated. Argentina is also struggling a lot. Maybe I should share the link there so that the viewers can come here. If we just watch the standings, right? So I'm just trying to find the standings, live standings. High-rated players do give chance to your fellow low-rated players too. Yeah, that they should do that, because as long as that's below 12 boards, that's all right. But I think Belarus got more players in this one, 5 boards only. So anything can happen. Maybe they'll bring 12 players, but already they have suffered 11 forfeits, so that's over already. Okay, so now I am actually trying to show the cross table, the league table. It's a little difficult to explain because already Belarus is replaced with bye, so this game is not significant. The rapid match, you guys can play it as a friendly. Already Belarus is out of the season, and so even in the Western group we have seen Nicaragua suffering the same fate. Now let's go to the game. Already 5 players, and from Indian side 3, 6, 11, 12, 13, already almost 20 players, so there is nothing to worry about, and that's just a friendly. So okay, so let's go to the standings, league standings, and let's analyze what's gonna happen in this week. Bosnia versus Czech Republic, that will be very interesting, and Mexico is on the 4th place, but actually on the 3rd place. I need to sort this out. The standings. Mexico is in the 5th place, and unfortunately Argentina is struggling in this season as well. So Argentina versus Uzbekistan, that might be quite one-sided. Romania is on the 6th place. Romania drew against Argentina, and USA is also struggling. Let's go to the first division. First division, we can see Russia with a lead of 3 points, and Kazakhstan has 6 points already. Kazakhstan and Serbia both are doing fine, but Serbia might be struggling against Russia tonight, but you never know. Iran, Serbia, Kazakhstan, only 2 of them will qualify for the championship pool, so probably the underdogs might be vital in this contest. Probably Peru will make some shocking results, produce some upsets. That might happen. And in the 4th division, there is nothing much to say in the 4th division, so let's just skip it. And if I just take a look at the match times, I think I have updated this. Yeah, tomorrow we'll have Bosnia versus Herzegovina at 18:20 UTC. USA versus Mexico, that's quite late. And tomorrow we'll have Ukraine versus Iran, and tonight Russia versus Serbia. So these are the schedules, and let's move to the game once again. Anything on? Yeah, Musharraf Agarwal is there. Has there been any whitewash yet? No whitewash yet, because there was a forfeit loss already, 8-0 for India. So that was, in that sense, that was a whitewash. But the scoreline doesn't matter, because already Belarus is out of this contest, and probably India versus Denmark is gonna be interesting on the next week. If Denmark really wants to stay in this contest, they have to make some bring some good players. Denmark got a nice game against Italy in the last season. They got almost 60 votes, but this time probably it's too early, because the European countries are still having the summer vacation. They are still not in the mood of playing chess. Let's go to the Western group. If you see in the Western group, Uruguay, Galicia will be played, and Chile, Puerto Rico will be played. So Chile is struggling, and Puerto Rico is a good team. We defeated Puerto Rico in the last season, but this time they are playing in their comfortable time zone. So I'm quite sure we're getting a forfeit win in the other round. Yeah, that's already 60 will be interesting, because but that was the last round for season 5. So you can understand, when teams are playing on the very first few rounds, they are not that active, but when it gets to the last few rounds in the championship pool, they all want to go very hard, try to clinch the victory. Just that's why they actually bring their best team. But actually for the top division, France really frustrated me, because France usually got 100 plus boards. Last season they got 200 plus boards, but this time they barely managed to bring 30-40 boards, just 50 boards against Russia. I think India will have much more players when you play at around 5 p.m. It's like, it explains why we had so many players for under 1600. I think because of the opponent. For example, India plays in Australia, so there was some rivalry between them, because the last time they played, they lost. India just lost for only 2 or 3 points, so that was a very close match against Australia. If we just show the standings, Australia is still leading in the main season. In the main event, they got 6 points, because they defeated India by 2-0. So that might be catalyzed, just trying to motivate Indian players to join in good number. But maybe the later the better. Probably if it doesn't conflict with the IPL match timing, so that's also important. So Indians should try to play earlier so that they can bring good players. But actually, if you really want to be champion, you have to bring strong players. I mean, strong title players in the top boards. Otherwise, that's very difficult to win against Galicia. Galicia got a very strong squad this time. They even defeated Russia once in a friendly with 80 boards. They recently played with 89 boards, Galicia. So that will be really very challenging. Well, yeah, forgot at the last moment. It happens if you are engaged in some cricket events or any other personal affairs. Let's see if it is still 5 boards, and I will just take a look at the club profile, so we can see 20 players from India already. You can see on the board screen. I mean, in this range, in the lower order, there is not much of depth. For example, there should be some only 2 players in 1000 rated. Well, that's rapid rating, so that's not the genuine rating. But for the blitz game, you need to bring your top boards. For example, if we look at the Galician board, let's look at the Galician games. Galicia defeated Chile on the last round, I mean the last month. So you can see, well, that is a rapid match. Blitz match will show the how intense that battle was. Yeah, they got 2300, 2200. Also Mexican IM. Also, that is well, if you ever cheat, try to if you violate the fair play rules, your account will be closed, and also these points will be adjusted. So these 2 points will go to the account of Chile, so that doesn't really help your team at all. So never try to do that. And let's go to the very recent game, Uruguay versus Brazil. And Canada, Puerto Rico, that's also challenging. Just checking these games. Yeah, lost against Italy. I think that was not in this season. I think that was another time. Let's see. Yeah, Uruguay got national master, FIDA master. So it is quite interesting. And Canada got a very high rated player. He is also streaming, Bullet Martinari. And Puerto Rican players, well, you can see, I think you can see this on the board, on the screen. Let's see. Yeah, this one, for example, if you just leave the game without pressing withdraw button, this is what happens, and you can't really claim these points. For example, if we take a look at the earlier game, Australia versus India, the under 1600, you can see, for example, this player lost on time, but that was actually he just left without pressing the withdraw button. So his opponent came, and opponent just waited and simply got those 2 points. But you have to wait at least 10 minutes. For example, in this board, 0-1. So actually he left the game, also his opponent left the game. So when it's White's turn, he didn't make a move, so he lost the game. But on the next game, it's White's turn from the other player, so he also lost the game. So that's 1-1. So that's just balanced out. So be careful with the button, withdraw button. I'm not able to join, so I can show the button. There is a cross mark on the right corner of the screen, and when you join, so after you join, there will be there's a share button, there will be a cross button, withdraw button in the right corner. So be careful about that. Almost, I think 6 players forgot to press this button. It's a big number. Usually the new teams, the players, I'm not getting a chance again. Ayush Singh says that's actually frustrating, because you come join the game every week, wait for the Saturday, Sunday, for this game to represent your team, but that's actually unfortunate. So maybe in the next round, maybe against Turkey. Turkey is also a crowdy team. They got 25 20 boards against Italy, against Spain in the last round, and managed to win the rapid match against Italy. One match, they won one match but lost the other one. So already only 6 from Belarus, 22 from India, so that will be another short game for us. I think I was also watching a game. This game is already over. Let's close this. For surprisingly, we haven't got any match with 100 plus boards this season yet. So I am expecting to see Pragrat Mishra. I don't know, for some reason the message was deleted. Anyway, so I couldn't see that. So actually we expect some games with 100 plus boards, maybe 150 boards tonight, because it's Russia versus Serbia. Serbia has suffered a shocking defeat against Kazakhstan last week. So let's see how they can react, how they can bounce back in the game. But Russia is always very challenging. They are playing really well. They had a narrow escape against Philippines in the first round, but then since then they are just improving their team, preparing very well, because they know that that's a big the problem of Team Russia is they got 9 time zones. So from I think from +2 to +11, UTC +2, UTC +11. So that's a huge time zone. So it's really tough to gather all the players in a particular time. See, just few more seconds. Already 3, 4, 5, 7 players. They got 7 players. There's so many Indians. But that actually helps in the lower boards, because the rating difference is larger in the lower boards. 300 rating difference, 200. So that makes it easy to get some points. But anyway, this match actually doesn't count. Already that's a forfeit win for the Indians. Sorry, we lost it. I think Belarusian players, they didn't show up for the previous game, so they are just asking what happened to the Blitz game. I usually refresh this page so I can see how many players we've got. The total number 24. In the second division, the minimum is 20 boards, and for third division, minimum is 30 boards. Unfortunately, India versus China, there was a match in the previous season, that was a forfeit, and India suffered the forfeit. So surprising. I was really surprised to see that. They played it very early. Well, let's go to the second board. So Belarusian admin, I think Ashish hasn't got paired yet in this one. Probably he is just giving opportunity to the lower boards. Scotch game, Exo Gambit. It's equal. I can take it. It's not a problem, because there is no tricks with this check. I mean, take this one, and then there is a trick, but it's not there yet. Just offer the piece. Now this pawn is under attack. So queen. It is suggesting queen e7. So equal. Still there is nothing decisive. Let's go to the third board. Setting this pawn. Probably this way. Knight d8 is safe, because if you go up, bishop can harass the knight. So let's just go back. Well, queen f4, check. Queen c4 is also fine. Now what? Place this pawn. Let's take a look at the chat. I think it's already too late. The viewers are probably got distracted, as I was not that fluent in commenting this one. Let's go to the third board, and it gets more exciting when you see some top grandmasters, some popular names on the top boards. It happens on the first division usually. Back defense. Fine, I'll just play it d3 or b3, both are fine. Go to the fourth board, Ankit Raj. This is Zubarnak. Karakan exchange. White is up a pawn, but the position is much better because this knight can't go there. Maybe it's this way, but queen d8 is suggested. That's much better. Or, hey, he just dropped his queen. Oh no, it's time to resign. But I think the Indian players, for some reason, they played little overs in the rapid match, probably because they didn't practice the rapid matches that long. You should arrange some friendlies in between the games, I mean in the free weeks, so that players can get used to the rapid match in the slower format. It's 10+2. Let's go to the fourth board. Ritam versus Kozil. That's an English opening. King's English variation. I think I'll take this. It's an exchange. So the check. Black is doing fine here. This knight is pinned. Maybe just play c4. This one is gonna fall. The queen. I'll take the queen. See, maybe just queen g5 check comes first. So many checks. Queen c7 checks is also there. Well, this is already you are done an exchange and done a pawn. It's pinned, so you have to move it with the king. King f2. The rook takes with the check. Wins the queen. Takes with the check and wins the queen. Yeah, well done. So I think here, I think the scoreline is updated, getting updated, because actually I am showing it on the another browser, because the scoreline usually don't get showed here. So if you guys are interested, please do subscribe this channel, because I will be trying to bring the other games, other rounds, and that's quite interesting, because I'm also trying to tweet about this event, so that the players can get active in the social media. And knight e5 e4 is on the move, and goes back. Come on, this I can take the pawn. Takes the queen. That's most aggressive, opening this line file, and Probably playing it here, and this bishop can't get out of this. I mean, can't be developed. Maybe just so bad position for black here. Knight f3. Just develop, defend this pawn. Bishop f4 is also possible. A reversed Sicilian variation. So many variations. Really tough to just defend it. Even this pawn is attacking. Okay, fine. It's also fine. Should be 3. What's the idea? Because you don't have any pawn here to defend, so just get back. Then maybe develop the other bishop. Let's go to the lower boards. We have Vladi Siddharth Sharma. Let's see. At the opening, Black Mustang defense. Still equal game. Just want to check some of my notifications. So knight d5, threatening this fork. So you hopefully you'll take this, then bishop takes, then he takes. These pawns are now connected, and also I will put some pressure in this diagonal. Yeah, goes there. That's a rapid match, 10+2 with 2 seconds of increment. And in the first division there is bullet match with 1+1 time control, so that's also a quite interesting match, because it's really tough to give some commentary on these matches. It's really tough. Check doesn't really work, such checks, because this is defended, this bishop is defended. f4 is suggested. I mean f4, come on, f4 from the black perspective. He's just offering these pieces. Maybe there will be a draw. He'll be happy with the draw. But I really don't like draws. We play for some exciting games. Let's go to the second last board. Give up the bishop pair. And that is interesting, because if you take it, queen is hanging, you can take it this, because this is hanging. So now, nice tactics. I'll just drop it back. Rook d3, just go all the way back. Rook d4, rook d3, everything is playable. Because now this is going to be captured, so you have to move it. On the last board, let's see. The game is over already. I think this screen is not showing. 3-0 up already. So already a good comment. India is doing fine. Queen's pawn opening. Accelerated learner system. Nice forks. Offering the queen here. Yeah, queen takes queen. Rook takes, then just play d5. See, I think is I'm already white is already up a pawn. He should simply trade the queens. Takes. I just push this pawn. If it takes to the knight, this is coming and forking these rooks. Be a nice one. Pinning these rooks. Let's go to the first board once again. I think they're still playing. Haro Praipur. What is the game? Hey, that's pretty much equal. Just up a pawn. White is up a pawn, and he offers a draw. Shall I take it? White is up a pawn. I didn't see that. He should have accepted that offer, because evolution is also saying it's better for white. Sometimes players don't really see that a draw has been offered on the board, and you should accept the draws when it is actually it's drawish, and also, hey, this is just can't go there, this is pinned. F5 is coming, just move it king. Maybe F4 is a very bad idea for this fork, so king F2 still playing this way. So what should be the plan? King H3 should have accepted the draw. Now A3, chasing this knight, knowing that he's okay. He goes with the check first. Okay, so on the black's perspective, Indian player has declined, and now he is trying to win this game. But this and trying to play F5 successfully, but it's white to move. Now king F3 is king F2 is playable. Goes up, still the same problem. Didn't see that. Now this is winning for India. And already 3-0 up. Just over. All these things are gonna fall apart. Move to the second board. Let's second board. They got a new game going on. The first game is over. What happened to the first game? That was a nice Scotch game. If we flip the board, in this position I actually play C3 is also playable, and this is the best move. I feel like that, because you have no attack. I mean, there is no attack from the black side, so why waste a move? Why did you waste a move? Let's go. That was a nice check. Let's takes this bishop, trades everything, offers the rook, offers everything. This position is quite drawish. What happened after that? In the end game, what happened? Oh yeah, because now white is looking much better. You promoted the check. Yeah, that's why I'm on this game. And let's go to, I think my connection is struggling. So am I live? Am I on the live stream? Connection is struggling a lot. All on a sudden I got No, now my connection is fine. I think I'm back live now. Whew. It's really struggling in this position. Let's go to the third board. Rahul versus Lava. Here the park defense, the main line that was being played. I saw up to this. Castle's long. Black is now way better because you can play, just play d5. Well, it's black to play a4 is playable. So sorry guys, I got disconnected for a few seconds. My connection was a problem, having some problem. Let's go to the fourth board. Fourth board, both games are owned by, that was very quick games. Let's see what happened. Indian game. Oh, queen is just, it's game over. So let's go to the fourth board. Ritam versus Kozel. That was another short game with English opening. We saw this one. Goes back. It's a nice check. Castle's long. Oh yeah. That's just mate. Because now discovered checks. Everything is coming into attack. And move to the fifth board, I think. Yeah, that's the sixth board. They're still playing. Siddharth versus Vladi. They're playing for a long time. Yeah, we left it here. That was gonna be a draw. Just offering everything. But now I prefer the knight. This knight is a very good knight, and also black is up a pawn. In this position your knight can do some tricks and go this way, maybe just push this pawn. King f6. Let's see what he's playing. Yeah, black's knight is a very good one. c8, just take this pawn, create an isolated pawn. Game should be fine. Takes the pawn. Now this bishop can't get this diagonal. Maybe I'll just play knight b7, knight f7, knight b7. Both are fine. Playing for knight c5. That's a nice outpost. It's this way. Okay, just got this because this is gonna run and promote to a queen. a4 was the idea. So if we play king b5, he's defending the b6 pawn. Attacking this one. Knight d5 is still playable because if he takes, we'll just take the check. Yeah, this check will save the game. King takes, I'll take the knight. Yeah, that's force move. I'll just get down to the pawn chain. These three pawns will fall. very quickly. Let's go to the other board. What's happening here? This is looking good for Belarus. In the previous one, this is already over. Now let's go to the other board. This is looking good. Something suspicious. Let's start from the beginning. Saw it here. Yeah, that was a nice tactics from the Belarusian player. But he's in time trouble. Is it some time trouble? Oh no, time. No. Actually, both players are in time trouble. That was looking very good for. Wait, why didn't he just move the knight? What's the English opening once again? I've seen so many English openings, but not any French defense. And last night I saw a French defense, that the Makichian variation, where name it up, mortal nahi khel raha. Akash Sidhwani says. This means mortal nahi khel raha. Come on, really didn't get it. 8-1 already. Namit opponent. Okay, in the last board. Let's see what's happening there in the last board. So this one, King's Indian defense. Nice one. Who is a pawn? He's up 2 pawns. There's a plan. We just place a4. Akash Loru OP. Namit overpowered. And good devil gaming. Okay, tonight we'll have some good games, so I'm really looking for it. And just play d4, just purchase pawns, everything is fine. Ayush Messi says he's very sad because they didn't get paired. So many players are frustrated tonight. But when you play against Russia or Ukraine, you never get frustrated because all of you get paired. We actually had 263 boards in the 4th season, I think. Hey, just play g5. This is the idea. f4 is coming now. Still, this is very good for white because you're such a beautiful pawn structure. Just 4 to majority on the queen side, that's simply winning. Let's go to the first board. Let's see what's going on. Didn't see it for a while. Hey, just blundered a piece there. Oh no. Takes the check. Now he offers the. Fine. Just prevents that. Hey, what? That is a blunder. That is still equal. Okay. That's the queen. Now Now that's good for India. Rook c8. Just attack this pawn. Draw has been offered and draw by agreement. Okay, fine. Let's go to the second word. Things Siddhant Gautam versus Sark Tao. He is the Belarusian admin. Chasing that light skirt bishop. Maybe you saw that this move takes not this one. It's not gonna help. Not even this one. King h8 is suggested. King h8, so that this queen can defend the pawn. Also, this knight can be freed. Yeah, he's. Let's see anything on chat. Anything. This is the round 4 of Live Chess World League. In this week, we'll have a few interesting contests in the second division, mainly because the top teams on the first division, actually top 5 teams, they are really very close to each other. Russia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine and Serbia. And then don't forget Iran. Iran managed to play with Ali Raza Firoza in the first season against Iran. So he's not playing this for a long time for Iran, but you never know. Parham played for Iran in the previous season. Parham versus Fedosiv, there was a match in the first board. So it's really interesting in the first division, but second division, Czech Republic is doing very well recently. Okay, fine. Rook f1. Just prevent this queen from doing any damage. King f2 is also fine. But rook f1 is a strongest move. Eight and a half, 2.5 already with 3, 4, 6, 8 boards. So technically that's a win already, but because of the forfeit loss. 12 boards. Just remember, you can't bring less than 12 boards in any game, and I think this is the same for the championship pool also. But some teams usually bring very strong players on the top board, so you got to increase the minimum boards according to the strength of the team. That's why in the first division there are at least 30 boards. That's the minimum for avoiding forfeit loss, and in the second division there's 20. In the fourth division there's only 5. Still some teams suffer forfeit loss. Come on, he's still not finding the move. Just prevent this queen. Stop the queen. And he's already, these rooks are not doing anything. They are out of the game. Just you can maneuver rooks, bring your queen maybe. Where if it's this way, it's 7, he goes back. Then play king g2. It's also fine. So fine, let's go to the third board. Rahul versus Slava. That's going on with the Sicilian defense. Fianchetto variation. Now f takes g6. F takes g6. Then rook f2, trying to double the rooks. What's going on the fourth? Actually, fourth and fifth boards it's all over. Look at the game of Siddharth Sharma. Queen's pawn attack, toy attack. Black is doing fine. Simply play f4, playing the other pawns. Just pawn storm on the king side. As he castled on the opposite side, he can always do this. Just roll these pawns. Keep them rolling. This one, but this rook has to be defended. Maybe knight g1 next. Rook h to f8. f to h8. Sorry. Let's just stick to this game. This is getting exciting. Only 2 more games are going on. John versus Archibald. This one. Offering the queen. Absolutely fine. He's up a bishop. So just simplify the game. This one is winning for India. Let's go to the last board. Namit versus Dimitri. The King's Indian defense. Hey, we saw this one. I saw this one until this point. This point, yeah. He went for this bishop. I was about to go there. Find the rooks. Still, that's fine. G5, E4. This way, so maybe c3. What's the point? c3 maybe plays f3 or g3. Plays g3. Hey, wait! I just forgot to change the text. That is around 4. So all the way I was showing it as round 3, but this is the game of round 4. And in the first stage there are 7 rounds on each division, and division 3 is slightly different. There will be 11 rounds in total, and other divisions usually got 10 rounds, 7 in the main first stage and 3 in the championship pool. Actually, for the first time, 3 in the third division there are 2 subgroups, Eastern group and Western group. The Western group is the most challenging one. I'll just offer the queen. Everything is just fine. I'll bring my king just this way, create the first keep them pushing. Come on, this is very Simple move. Hey, see that lost game there? What happened there? Wasn't that winning for him? No, actually, because his opponent had the good knight. That's why actually there was. Okay, yeah, he was always gonna win. Promote first. So let's close this one. I think we were actually going with this match here. Stop. We stop it here. Yeah. After the queen attacks the queen. Attack versus attack. Yeah, rook takes queen, bishop takes queen, rook takes with the check, king takes, then rook e8, attacking the bishop. Hey, that Sagato, the second board, that's also over. How come that ends very quickly? That was looking good for white. Okay, fine. So I forgot that actually. Black was out of moves. It's taking so much of time. In this position, that's equal. Evaluation says it's equal. Queen takes. That is the blunder. Queen takes e5 with the check. Takes, then takes with the knight. You're up a pawn, right? But he took the wrong pawn. Because now you can't really stop it. This match could go either way. Let's go to the game of Rahul versus Lava. The usernames are quite familiar, the Indian usernames, but not the Russian ones, Belarusian ones. Yeah. Queen e7 maybe played, so that I'm also defending this square, and knight e2, knight e1. Why should I drop this knight? Setting the queen. That's another nice check. Now I'm winning a pawn there, right? Knight c2 e6 is a simple move. Just defends this diagonal and also attacks the queen with the rook. The colon stands 9.5, 4.5. That means 14 boards. That's only 2 games are going on. So the third and the sixth board. And the Rahul's games and Siddharth's game. Hey, Siddharth is just winning this one quite easily. As we saw this position, that was equal. Not this way. Probably it's better. Let's go. Yeah, black is just rolling all these pawns. Now he resigns. Nice one from Siddharth. Let's go to the Rahul's game. What happened this way? Let's see. I think we went this way. Takes. Oops, actually we are here. Now we're threatening to we're threatening to fork the queen, or Is there any other smaller mate? If no, actually nothing like that. Just goes this way. He can't defend it. Actually can't defend it. I'll take with the knight. I think queen takes c5. Queen takes c5. Why? Because this is actually gonna win. That will win an exchange actually. Queen takes, b takes, then this fork is gonna win, and you're up in exchange. Time trouble. Come on, move faster. Only 15 seconds. It takes with the pawn and the knight. Now you can defend it. Now you should play queen g8. No, I didn't play it. Queen g8 was playable. Now I'll take this knight. This knight is also fine, defending everything. This is also coming next. I think I should share the Twitter link also. I'll tweet on this game. Let's see. It's just game over. Now it takes it back. I'll take this rook first. So that's our Twitter. We'll be updating the match scores and sharing the info with the viewers and our followers. Let's see, just game over. Just push this pawn, maybe bishop g6. Okay, fine. Push this pawn first. Takes with a check. It's also fine. The check. I'll push this next. He's going for mate. No, g4. There is no mate. b3 is coming. You can take this, but now it's g5 check. It's coming. It's coming with the checkmate. It's all over. Just missed the trick. Players are quite evenly matched, but he really missed the trick. It's game over. I decided to checkmate with the bishop. It's a nice one. So once again, a very nice game for India, and they won all 3 games tonight. So against Australia and also the 2 games against Belarus. So congratulations, and let's share the scoreline on the Twitter. I will share it, update it later. So once again, thanks all for joining throughout the stream, and I hope you guys will join me on the next stream. That will be almost about an hour later, because Serbia versus Russia, the match just got open for registration already. The bullet match, you can see in the let's just show you. Serbia, it will just start within a few seconds. In a few seconds, join button will be active. Wait a little. So Serbia versus Russia will be a very exciting one. So far we haven't got any close game yet, so we will be trying to have a big match with 100+ boards. Let's see if we can really get it. Already within a few seconds, Russia got 3 players, strong players actually. So see you guys. I'll be back within an hour.